boat scam. In a fraud case, Mumbai cyber cell arrested Ragini Khandelwal, 52, and Mansi, a mother-daughter duo from India, on March 12, 2021. They reportedly scammed an Andheri businessman and embezzled approximately $12.5 million. The offer they made was to build a tugboat and a barge vessel during the lockdown. The duo promised the businessman $20,000 every month after helping him out with clients by renting out the vessels. Sushant Shelatkar, the 39-year-old businessman who works in the shipping logistics industry, filed a complaint in October 2020 when he discovered that the accused had scammed other high-profile individuals, including a politician from Mumbai and Thane, by showing them the identical hull. Upon learning about the arrest warrants, Mansi fled to the United Kingdom before flying to Dubai and landing in Mumbai on January 1, 2021. Padma, Sushant's wife, also his lawyer, said that the duo had scammed her husband. The pair have scammed several other people for over $18 million after they illegally sold the same hull to these people. Mansi tried to escape by leaving the country, but they arrested her for violating the local quarantine laws. In the complaint, Sushant said he was looking for a tugboat and barge after applying for his company on June 18, 2020. He inquired about it on an online trading website. 2 days later, he received a call from Amir Khan, who further connected him with Ragini, a vessel maker in Kalyan. 9. Illegal activity. The police arrested a mother and daughter duo named Ramona Ramuta, 42, and Daniela Sinanan, 24, from the USA on prostitution charges on August 6, 2013. According to a police report, the two women advertised on Backpage.com's adult escort section. The post reportedly stated that Jasmine and Angel were waiting in Boynton Beach to rock your world with 2-for-1 discounts. Officers said neighbors saw many suspected Johns enter and leave the mother and daughter residence throughout the inquiry. Officers stopped a suspected John when he left the apartment in July of the same year. The police said that the individual admitted to the officers that he paid $100 for sex with Ramona and Daniela. According to the police report, on July 24th, an undercover officer called the contact number advertised on Backpage.com and set up a meeting with Jasmine and Angel the next day. The undercover cop went to the mother-daughter flat on July 25th and they offered him the 2-for-1 deal for $150. The officer handed Ramona $100 and told him he needed to return to his car to recover the remaining $50. Officers then entered the residence and took them into custody. They gave the duo bail after a warning. After a few weeks, the police received many complaints about the duo going back to their old ways. They arrested them once again under the same charge. 8. Exotic parlor. Police arrested Anne-Marie Dodge, 55, and her daughter Jennifer Lynn Dodge, 30, in August 2017 for operating an unauthorized sexual massage parlor out of their suburban home's carport. These two women posted an ad on Backpage.com. According to investigators, one of Anne's advertisements stated, "I am a beautiful, skilled, and licensed massage therapist that God has chosen to use to convey His healing energy to you and elevate you to a new level of bliss. I specialize in deep tissue, therapeutic, and energy massage." The police separately detained Jennifer Dodge the next day after they said she provided an undercover sexual favor for $200 rather than the $120 cost of a normal massage. In a live press conference, Officer Jessica Sullivan of the Sarasota Police Department said, "There was a carport on the right side of the property, and it almost seemed like they enclosed part of the porch, and that's where the massage and prostitution were taking place." The neighbors reported seeing 5 to 10 cars every day, with most of them being older white guys. Anne faced 2 felony counts of practicing medicine without a license and 2 misdemeanor counts of running a massage business without permission. They charged Jennifer Dodge with prostitution, and this wasn't her first one. According to court records, she already had 3 past prostitution offenses. 7. Homecoming scandal. Police arrested Laura Carroll, a former Florida assistant principal, and Emily Grover, her daughter, in 2021 for casting fake votes to help Emily win the homecoming. The duo denied the allegation in Good Morning America. In October 2020, they crowned Emily the homecoming queen at J.M. Tate High School But a few months later, they arrested both the mother and daughter, and they faced multiple felony charges because of acquiring fake votes. According to officials, Carol entered the school district's internal system while working as an assistant principal at nearby Bellevue Elementary School to submit false votes for her daughter to win. As the news release stated, they detected hundreds of votes for the school's homecoming court as fake in October. The investigation found 117 votes from the same IP address in a short amount of time. Investigators discovered indications of illegal access to the system connected to Carol's smartphone and computers at her house. They cast 246 votes from those devices for homecoming court. According to investigators, Carol's account viewed 372 high school data since August 2019, with 339 of those being Tate students. These documents contain personal information, such as medical histories and test results. They gave Laura and Emily 16 years in prison. In an interview with ABC, Laura stated she was shocked at how scores of fake votes were linked to her phone and her family's residence. 6. Fake doctor. Libby Adam, 51, and Alicia Gallas, 23, were both arrested on August 5, 2021 for an illegal butt implant surgery, which resulted in the death of 22-year-old Carissa Rajpal, an aspiring social media star. The couple, according to investigators, had been conducting cosmetic surgeries for years and were recruiting patients via Instagram. These things are done by people who have no training, no standards, and no contingency plan in case something goes wrong, said LAPD detective Robert Dinlocker. According to police, on October 15, 2019, both ladies allegedly conducted an outlaw buttocks enlargement surgery on Carissa Rajpal. According to investigators, neither lady had a medical license, and they did the treatment in a non-medical institution. The LAPD officers said that the ladies' technique involved injecting an uncontained, liquid silicone material into the body, which may enter the bloodstream and cause an embolism. Silicone should not be injected into the buttocks or breast, said Dr. John Timothy Katzen, a cosmetic surgeon. The two women had performed the surgery on Carissa for the third time. According to the LAPD, Libby and Alicia phoned 911 to assist Carissa, but then fled the scene without identifying themselves or informing the paramedics what had happened so they could treat her properly. She died in the emergency room, and physicians did not know the duo had given her a silicone injection. According to investigators, the accused had been providing these treatments out of their homes since 2012 and charged approximately $14,000 for 3 sessions. Other clients have reportedly called the police to claim they're experiencing various issues because of the surgery. 5. Not Victoria's Secret. The police accuse Maria Corina Perez, 38, and her daughter Melissa Susana Partida, 19, from Los Angeles, California, of stealing thousands of dollars in products from Victoria's Secret stores during a 2-year period. According to police records, both the mother and daughter duo allegedly used a well-practiced strategy to steal almost $250,000 worth of products from a renowned lingerie retailer. The investigation began when police claimed that a string of 5 thefts occurred at the retailer's locations in Oxnard and Thousand Oaks over 4 months, resulting in a loss of roughly $15,000 in goods. Each time, the procedure was the same. 3 people, 2 ladies and a female teenager, would enter a store with a baby stroller and load it with stuff. Then one person would divert attention away from the salesperson as the other 2 pushed the stroller out of the store. After examining surveillance footage and other evidence with Victoria's Secret loss prevention, police could identify and locate the culprits. The 3 also traveled to the Bay Area, where they committed a series of thefts from Victoria's Secret stores using the same tactics, according to Thousand Oaks cops. According to the business, they suspect the team of stealing $250,000 from the merchant stores. They took all 3 into custody and charged them with commercial burglary. They also charged Melissa with 2 counts of assisting a juvenile in delinquency. 4. The wrong target. On February 6, 2017, Xiomara Quintanilla, 45, and Jennifer Quintanilla, 17, police arrested a mother-daughter duo in Houston after they charged them with assaulting a loss prevention officer and stealing from Target. According to a security video obtained by Harris County Precinct 4, the video showed them putting stuff in a shopping cart and exiting Target without paying for them. Before they exited the store, a loss prevention officer attempted to stop them. They detained the girl without incident. However, as the daughter was being arrested, the mother reportedly began throwing stuff from the basket at the loss prevention workers. According to authorities, the mother then allegedly approached one of the shop cops and smacked her in the face. The mother ran to her parked car, but deputies stopped her in the parking lot before she could escape. On January 1st, 2022, another incident of assault and theft happened in North Las Vegas, where the mother-daughter, Lenora Richard and Latoya Walker, barged into the victim's house and tried to change the locks. The duo pushed the victim and went into the house when asked to leave many times. The victim stated Lenora began pulling her hair, scratching her, and punching her in the face before the ladies escaped with a safe and further belongings. Lenora also entered a room and removed a dresser drawer containing 3 old wallets, but the wallets were empty, according to authorities. A third suspect assisted the 2 ladies in changing the locks, which Lenora later said was a locksmith. 3. Crazy and thoughtless duo. Deputies arrested Rachel Dungan, 38, and Lillian Shoemaker, 20, in 2019 in the USA for shooting Lillian's boyfriend multiple times. Deputies learned the victim was at home with Lillian when Rachel arrived. According to investigators, he stated that they all left the residence, with him following the 2 ladies in his vehicle. According to Sheriff Mike Azell, Rachel was driving the vehicle carrying Lillian, and Lillian began shooting at the man. After being shot, the victim returned home and dialed 911 for help. The deputies discovered him with several gunshot wounds when they arrived at the residence on Highway 63. They sent him to hospital for treatment of non-life-threatening wounds. U.S. Marshals apprehended the mother-daughter duo on August 18, 2019 in Mobile County, Alabama. Both of them faced charges of severe assault. On February 25, 2019, in the U.S., police arrested Shana Decree and her husband Dominique Decree for murdering 5 of their relatives, including 3 children. The duo killed Shana Decree's children, Nara Smith, 25, Damon Decree Jr., 13, Shana Decree's sister, Jamila Campbell, 42, and Campbell's 9-year-old twin daughters, Imani and Erica Allen. Around 4 p.m. on February 25th, Bucks County Children and Youth staff paid an unannounced visit to the Morrisville apartment, which led to the discovery of the crime scene. The caseworker instructed an apartment complex maintenance worker to look inside when no one answered the door. When the worker entered the flat, he found it in utter chaos. The duo denied it at first and said that 2 unknown men killed the victims, but later confessed with a new, twisted story. 2. Money heist. Police arrested Norma Edwina Cisneros and Tina Guerrero for robbing a bank in Westminster on October 11, 2011. After scaring tellers with a bomb, the mother and daughter duo reportedly robbed the bank. The mother informed 9 News that she had no clue that her daughter had walked into the bank. She told the news station, "All this time she was looting a bank, and I didn't know." According to Trevor Matarasso, a spokesperson for the Westminster Police Department, officers were called to the TCF Bank at 72nd Avenue and Federal Boulevard on a hold-up alert at 4:40 p.m. on October 11, 2011. According to witnesses, Tina, 31, saw them entering the bank with a duffel bag and claiming there was a bomb inside. They saw no additional weapon, according to witnesses. Tina reportedly stole an undisclosed sum of money before sprinting out of the bank to a parked beige SUV driven by her mother, Norma, 53. An undercover cop saw the SUV leaving the bank, who was in the vicinity for another investigation. According to Matarasso, the cop gave other officers a description of the SUV. They discovered the SUV and stopped it around 75th Avenue and Broadway. They apprehended Norma on the spot. However, Tina fled from the vehicle, but they discovered her later hiding in a neighboring apartment complex's laundry closet. They apprehended her without incident. On October 14, 2011, prosecutors charged Norma and Tina with robbery. 1. Credit card theft. Police arrested and apprehended Barbara Duncan, 53, and Amber Morgan, 28, a mother-daughter duo, in relation to mail thefts in 25 Indiana counties. They discovered the two in a motel in Seymour, Indiana, with many bundles of mail, including anything from identification cards to bank letters to credit cards and more. For months, police from Winnemac to Evansville had been receiving reports of mail theft. One resident could describe a vehicle that was subsequently discovered abandoned. They found a hotel bill inside that led them to the culprits. They'd stolen the car. Benjamin Turner, a theft victim, claimed he discovered his car's tag was missing when he woke up. "I assumed maybe I dropped it or it fell off the back of my car," Turner stated. But when I questioned my father later, he said it was definitely stolen and I needed to report it. On Friday, they discovered Turner's tag on a similar automobile trapped in the snow among multiple mailboxes on County Road 340. Officers claim the couple had a laptop and were attempting to access bank accounts using information from the letter. They already had several credit cards in their possession that they were utilizing to make transactions. According to one victim, one of the ladies ripped up mail and then threw an empty envelope and other objects from her car as she drove away. Sheriff Michael Carruthers of Jackson County even discovered his brother's stolen letter among the evidence gathered. Would you rather see these women harshly punished or given a lighter sentence and a chance at rehabilitation? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you liked our video, please give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching.